Hey guys, Katie from the Kate Show blog here, and today I'm going to show you how to get photos of yourself when you're out and about, but you don't have a lot of gear. If you're kind of on the minimal travel style like myself, with things you like probably have around the house, or it's really cheap and easy to get. So this is going to be like how to get photos of yourself without a lot of equipment. And just your GoPro. Let's get into it. Okay, just to show you what we're working with here. This is my tripod setup today. Alright, so you're out and about on a solo hike or even solo traveling or something, and you want to get a photo of yourself, but you don't have a lot of gear. You're kind of like a minimalist like myself. There's a few ways I use my GoPro to take photos. So, first things first, GoPro, there's my affiliate link is going to be in the description, so if you are in the market for one, or if you're thinking of, getting one for the first time, please use my link. I get a small commission if you do, and it really helps me keep the channel up and running. So the first thing I do with my GoPro is, the new one comes with a big carry case, but it's pretty bulky for the size of a GoPro. So if you're just going out for the day and you don't need a lot of stuff, I just put it in a small sunglasses case. So it's just small, and I just wrap it from the opening goes over the top because I want that lens cap to be most protected. So then every time before I use it, I can just use this to give it a quick wipe down in case there was any like marks or dust or fingerprints or anything like that on it. So that's the first thing I do. Second thing to know is the settings are going to be the same for all these ways of taking photos. I always use the same settings for GoPro selfies, and that is in the time-lapse section. And I do time-lapse photo, and that's it. And I have a full video on like how to first set up your GoPro. I'll link it or put it up here or whatever. I'll put it somewhere. So go check that out if you like first get your GoPro and want to know which settings do what and like how I set mine up to use it really fast. But yeah, I do time-lapse photo. I'm gonna do, you have 3 different lens options. I'm gonna go like the middle lens today, and then it's always 1 photo every half a second. So that's how often I do it, and I find this like the easiest way when you're by yourself trying to take a photo, because it just keeps going. You can set up your camera, set it to keep taking photos. You've got it in position, then you just walk away, get a few, you pick the best. That's the easiest way. Some people also do video and then just take a still from the video. I don't like that because of the quality is not as good as an actual photo, so like I prefer to just do the time-lapse photo. Another option would be to self-timer it, like use your phone as a self-timer, but the amount of effort it takes to get your phone linked with the GoPro and whatever, and then set it and then take it, it's easier just to walk away and like maybe get 20 photos or something, and then you just pick the best. So the first one we're going to do, and it's probably like one of the most common ways I take a photo with my GoPro because it's the fastest, the easiest, and most of my content is really like on the go and more like journalistic style, where it's not curated. I don't plan it out and set things up. I usually am taking things on the go. So I want the fastest one, and that's to simply hold it out and take a selfie. Now I always use this selfie stick. It's called the GoPro Shorty Pole. It's the best because it's just so small. It's easy to carry around and still be discreet. Like when you're a solo traveler, that's pretty important, I think. I can fit it in my pocket, or I usually like put it in the waistband of my pants. It's just easy to have, but this would be the first photo we're gonna take today. So let me just make sure everything's set up, looking okay-ish. Let me take those off. And we'll get the GoPro selfie. It's the most easiest, the most fastest, and the most like self-explanatory. You don't really need much explanation for like holding something out and taking a photo. But if you do have it on time-lapse, I just recommend like holding it out for like at least 5 seconds. So in my head I kind of count to 5 and just pick the best out of those. You can do this out like the regular style, but you can get a bit imaginative as well and like hold it from the ground and get like the trees in the background. I'll show you right now. So that's like a way to mix it up and keep it a bit different. So that's number 1. Number two is I use the tripod as a tripod and try and like find something flat to rest it on and then take a candid photo walking away. So if I'm going here, since I got my thing set up, I don't really want to move it, so I'll try and do it like around here where you can see. So that's another way. If there's anything flat, I've done it like piling rocks up and then putting the tripod on rocks before, like at the beach. I've done it, you know, with tree stumps, with signs. Anything I can find that's flat on the top pretty much becomes my tripod. So that's another way, and that's another way you can get it sort of hands-free, you know, you can walk around and get those sort of bit more candid style shots. The next one is if you don't have anything flat or you're trying to, you know, get a specific style of shot where you're walking away, but you don't really have anything high enough to rest it on, you can just tie it to something. You can tie it to a pole, a tree, whatever you have. Oh man, this is so tangled. Let me just say while I'm untangling this for a second. So I create content to like empower and inspire other people with chronic illnesses to get out and see the world and even travel the world solo or adventure solo. So if you're into that kind of thing, or if you want more, you know, travel guides and tips like this, subscribe to my channel. And if you can like press the like button or hit the bell notification so you get notifications when I release a new video, and leave a comment too, just any sort of comment, even if it's like, wow, you're amazing. Any sort of comment, it really helps show the YouTube algorithm that the videos that I make and, you know, put together for you guys are worth showing to more people, so that really helps. Right, now that we're untangled, I'm just using a bit of rope I found at home. In a pinch, I've used a shoelace before and just had photos with one shoelace on my shoes. Use whatever you got. That's the thing, like Tony Robbins says this, like it's not about the resources you have, it's if you can be resourceful. And I think that's the most important thing. It's like, don't worry about having the best gear, having the best accessories and all the best stuff. Think about how you can actually use what you have now, and then it'll, you know, make things so much easier. So I'm going to tie it to this tree. Right, so you can see there, I got it tied to the tree. I'm not a Girl Scout, like I don't know how to tie knots or anything like that, but just make it stick, you know? So I can't teach you how to tie a knot, what do you want from me? But just like make it stick to the tree, that's all you need to know, and now you've got a tree tripod. Take your rope with you. We just want to like leave no trace when we're going into the outdoors, I think. Alright, so how many is that? Like 4, 3, whatever. The next one is, and this isn't one I'd usually use for like outdoor stuff, but it really comes in handy if you're either in a city type situation, but mostly I use it when I'm in the car and I'm trying to get like that footage of me driving to make time lapses or things like that. But other times you can use it is mostly like when you need something flat or you need it to stick to something. I use one of these. So these mounts like come with your GoPro. So put the GoPro on one of these mounts instead of the selfie stick, and then double-sided Velcro. Get this for like a couple of bucks at a local store. Just put the double-sided Velcro down wherever you need it and then stick it to the bottom of your mount, and now you've got like a stable spot to take your photo. But like I said, like I wouldn't use it out here because it's a lot easier to just you know, use a tree stump or tie it to a tree and then take it down real quick or something like that, compared to using this. But I do use it for like other occasions. Also, sometimes if I can't, if it's not possible to use a tripod, like maybe it's a bit jagged, the tree stump, I might use this mount just because it's easier. You only need this tiny section of flat ground and you've got yourself a tripod. So something like that is always like in my camera bag no matter what. I always have the spare mount just because you never know when you might need to just swap it out and use this one instead of the tripod. And the last one I have for you today is the Joby GorillaPod. So that's what I'm using to film this video. You've already seen it before in the other clips of this video. I've left it last because like I wanted to keep it with minimal little things, easy to carry, and the minimal amount of equipment possible. But it is another option because it can wrap around to things. So sometimes when I'm making a video, for example like right now, it's sort of wrapped onto the tree stump. I've used it wrapped onto like the edge of chairs and things like that. It's not my favorite tripod to use, but it is good for those purposes, and it's pretty lightweight, so it's just good to have as a spare. For me, as someone who's making videos, I usually have it with me, but it would just be another option if you kind of don't want to do all this stuff and like, you know, assessing the scenario and doing different things each time. Maybe you just want to have one tripod and do it this way. The GorillaPods are pretty awesome. They come in different sizes as well. So the rope and the Velcro you can pretty much just get from any local store. Everything else, the GoPro and the tripods and other things that I use, I'll leave links in the description below. Those will be affiliate links just so you're aware for full transparency. And otherwise, I think that's about it. I'd love to hear if you have any other tricks or ways to get creative and get photos of yourself. But if not, I mean, I'd love to hear from you anyway, just because it helps the algorithm. But if not, I hope those have given you some ideas. And no matter what, I hope you just remember, like, it's not about all the fancy gear and all the fancy equipment. It's just about making use of what you can and thinking outside the box to think, like, how can I use this, everything around me and the things I have to do what I need to do. Okay, so I hope I've inspired you in that way. Otherwise, that's it for now. I'll see you on social media, and I will see you next time here. Bye!